Hey, welcome to our first project. It is a simple keychain. We will be learning basic sketch tools, how to do basic extrusions, and also how to apply customized text to your object. So this is a very simple way how to make customized souvenirs. Maybe you can make a bunch of these and sell to someone. I don't know, you'll figure it out. But I wish you all the luck and let's get started. This is one of my favorite exercises that I give to my students. And you can 3D print this afterwards and have like a little souvenir or a gift that you can give to somebody. So we're going to make this, and once you open up a new design here in the Fusion, you have a blank screen, but the first thing we need to do is create some 2D geometry. And here we go up here and click Create Sketch, and now we are presented with these three planes that we can choose. It really doesn't matter at this point which plane you choose. I will choose the bottom one here. And now we're in the sketch mode, and we can use different sketch tools to create our geometry. So the first thing I will do is create a rectangle. So if I go under the create a rectangle, and I will pick center rectangle. Click it once, and now I can create a rectangle, and the first point I need to do is in the middle here, in the center. You should see this point here. So click once, and now it's like acting like a rubber band, and I can click again somewhere, doesn't matter where, and now I have drawn a rectangle, and I'm still in the rectangle tool, so I need to click escape on the keyboard. I click escape, and now I'm out of the rectangle tool. Now I'm in the selection tool. So as you can see, I can drag these corners here or these edges here for the rectangle, as it doesn't have any dimension. So what we need to do is give it some dimension, and we can do it by dimension tool. So under create, we can go down here, click sketch dimension, and now I can click any of the edges. For example, I will click the top edge here, click once, and if I go up here, click again, and now I can type in like a certain value. Let's say the width of this rectangle will be, let's say 15 millimeters, and hit enter. So I need to zoom in, and now I'm still in the dimension tool. I can click this edge here, click once, click again, and let's say it will be 25 millimeters in height. Alright, so we have the head of the key here, and now we need to make what you can call like a body for the leg. And this time we're going to go under create rectangle and pick 2-point rectangle. Click once, and now the first point I'm going to do on this edge here. So you can see if I hover over the edge, there's a little blue cross. It means that it's right on the edge, and it will snap the first point to it. So I click once, go down here, click again, and hit escape. And you can see I can manipulate these edges as they don't have a dimension. So again, we need to create a dimension. So if I go under here, create sketch dimension, or I can just click a D on the keyboard. So from now on, whenever I will do a dimension, I will just hit D on the keyboard. So hit D and give a dimension of, let's say, 30 millimeters will be fine. And the height will be, let's say, 13 millimeters. And it's still not constrained all the way. We need to add a dimension from the top here. So let's say D on the keyboard, click once here on this edge, and again click here on this edge, and you can give a dimension of let's say 6 millimeters. So now you can see the sketch is fully constrained. It is black. So if I delete any of these dimensions, the sketch will turn blue, and it will indicate that these lines are not fully constrained. They can move around, so it's best practice is to have your sketches fully constrained. Not always, but general best practice is to have them constrained. So let's put the dimension back here, 6 millimeters, and have our sketch constraint.
Whenever I hit finish sketch, I'm done with sketching, or you can go up here in this like a green circle, just click finish sketch. And now we're into like 3D mode. If we click the scroll wheel, we can rotate our model here. So we can see we have our general profile of the key, and now we can do extrusion. So if I go under create and hit extrude, I have it pinned up here. So, or E on the keyboard, so I click extrude, and now I can select different profiles. So I'll select this one first and this one second. And now you can see you have this arrow manipulator, and if you drag the arrow up, you can see that the 3D shape takes form. And you can also write in like a precise dimension, let's say 5 mm extrusion upwards, and hit OK. So this is the general shape of our key. Now we need to create a hole for the key ring and also some teeth here to make it more nice looking. So again, we need to create the sketch on this plane here. If I click create sketch, I can select this top plane here, and now I'm in the sketch mode. So let's create the hole, and the hole will be another like center point rectangle. So create rectangle, center rectangle. The first point is in the middle here, in this point. Click once and click again. Hit escape, D on the keyboard for dimension, and let's give it a dimension of 13 mm by 8 mm. So nice big hole here. Okay, so I hit escape, and now I will do the teeth with a line tool. So you go under create, line, or just L on the keyboard. Yeah, line. Click once, and here I will start my line from this corner here. So I click once, and now it's like a rubber band. If I click again here, it's another point. Click again here, another point. And by doing this, I can create the profile for the teeth. Let's say it will be something like this. And if I click escape on the keyboard, you can see if I hover over this profile, it lights up. It's blue. It means that it is a closed profile. If I would delete this line here with the delete key on the keyboard, you can see that the profile is not closed and it doesn't light up. So the line needs to be connected. Again, I'll pick the line tool up from up here. Click once in this point and another point, so it snaps to the line here. Okay. Click escape and finish sketch. So now we can do an extrusion for the hole and for the teeth. Let's go create, extrude, or E on the keyboard, and we can pick the hole profile and also this profile here. So remember, when we went up, we would add 3D the geometry, but if we go down through the body, we can see that the extrusion preview turns red, and it indicates that it will be a cut. So let's go all the way through and hit OK. And you can see we have the hole and the teeth. So what would we do about these sharp corners? We can do a tool. We can use a tool under modify, and it's called like a chamfer. I will click the chamfer tool, and now I can select these sharp corners one by one. I click once, here, here, and here. And using this arrow manipulator, I can drag, and you can see that it adds like a chamfer to our corner. Or we can enter a precise value of 2 mm or something that you would like. Okay, I will hit enter. And I would like to do another chamfer. I can go back again. I have the chamfer tool up here. And I will click once here. And also give a little chamfer here. So our key is not that sharp. So let's do 1.5 mm and hit OK. Okay, so here for our hole we can add like a radius, so it would not be that sharp. So it's called a fillet tool that would allow us to do this. So under modify, fillet, or F on the keyboard, this is one of the most used tools. I can click these inside edges here, one by one, and then drag and make the corners round. So this is very similar to chamfer tool. We can make our edges not that sharp. So let's say 2 millimeter radius and click OK. Alright, so if we want to modify it more, we can add some more chamfers, maybe in this corner here. So feel free to experiment with your design. And now we need to personalize it. We need to add some kind of text. And we can do that by, again, going into sketch mode. So we click Create Sketch, and we can pick this top set face here. And under Create, we have a text tool. So I click once, and click here, and the second point will be here. So it's just indicating our text box dimensions here. So we can change the height of our text by entering a value here. So I have 4 millimeters, maybe I want to, maybe 8 millimeters, or maybe 5 would be good. And here in the text box, I can just type whatever I want. So I will just type keychain, keychain. Oh, the letters are too big, so I'll change it to 4 millimeters. Yeah, now it fits. Click OK. So now I can move this around and also give it a dimension from this line to this line, maybe precise 2 millimeters or whatever you want. And now I can click Finish. And now we can do another extrusion. So I'll go up here, click Extrude, and I will pick this profile here. Here it's already picked for me, but if I go back, pick again, and now I can do an extrusion of like 1 millimeters, or you can do a cut, whatever you like. I would do extrusion, so 1 millimeter up, and hit OK. Alright, so our keychain is looking good. And you can see that in the left side here we have our bodies tree. I can turn on off the body here, or the whole body folder. And we have our sketches folder, so all the sketches that we did for the key I can turn on and off and make them visible again. So at any point we can go back in time and change some of the dimensions that we want. For example, here we have our timeline of all the operations that we did. So if we go drag this timeline here, we can see that we can go step by step back. All the chamfers that we did, we can undo. All the fillets and all the extrusions, we can always go back in time. That's the beauty of the parametric modeling. And let's say we want to go back in the first sketch and change some dimensions. So we can either go back here on sketch 1 and do a right click, edit sketch, and you can see that we can change some of our dimensions here. So we have to be careful because all the rest of the operations that we did rely on this sketch. So if we go something too small here, for example, we say 5 millimeters and finish sketch, you can see that, oh, our keychain is broken. So you can see we have some red markings here. It says that there's a problem. It can't apply the feature because the geometry is too changed. So you can see that if we go back, the first extrusion for the the hole made it not possible for all the rest of the features to take place. So we can go back in time again. Either I can double click the first sketch here, double click here, and let's turn it back to 15 millimeters. Finish sketch. Okay. But maybe we want to change some of the corner radiuses, so we need to, if we highlight the corner radius here, we can see that this feature is responsible for that, this fillet here. So if I double click, and now I can change the value. For example, I can put not 2 millimeters but 3 millimeters. Okay, so you can go always back in time and change some of the features.
Let's export the keychain for 3D printing. And I will locate the body in the bodies folder here and just right click with the mouse and click Save as Mesh. The format is STL, units are millimeters, and if I click Preview, I can see that it shows that it's turning into an STL file as indicated by these many triangles. Click OK, and then just save it wherever you need it on your computer. Now I need to add the model and slice it, so I will click this button here, Add, locate my keychain, and click Open. As you can see, the model is not in an optimal position to be printed, as this the leg part is hanging in the air. So I want to place it on the back side. I can do that by choosing this Lay on Face function, and I will just choose the back side here. And now the keychain lays flat on its back. For the print settings, I have PLA plastic. The layer height is 0.2 millimeters. And here in the strength tab, the infill is 25% and just the infill type is grid. And if I click Slice Plate, we can see that the print time will only be 5 minutes. So it's very fast, and the infill is sufficient to make the keychain strong. Alright, that's it for the keychain, so let's print it.